Hey there. My name is Rick Dawkins, and I've been making this TV show called How to Use Logic Pro X and Other DAWs Properly. On this, the 11th episode of How to Use Logic Pro X and Other DAWs Properly, we'll be covering a well-known secret technique in the production of music recordings: compression. The dictionary defines compression as the act of compressing, the state of being compressed, or the effect, result, or consequence of being compressed. For our musical purposes, we'll be using the third definition because compression is in the FX portion of Logic Pro X, and FX is a cool way of saying effect. The dictionary defines effect as something that is produced by an agency or causes a result or consequence. A lot of musicians produce music for an agency. I used to have an agent until she moved to Hollywood and started representing triple name composers like Edward Ramsey Irons, Clayton Niles Elms, and Kylie Bean Somerset. It was disappointing and stressful to lose my agent. I felt like I was being squeezed out of the professional music world. But I showed them because now I have this show, and some of my videos have been viewed over 1,000 times. Whenever I feel the effect of compression on my stress levels and emotions, I like to take a moment to balance my stress levels and emotions. Imagine that my feelings are this analog audio wave. By meditating or going into the ocean, I can reduce the low feelings, though this sometimes does come at the expense of the high feelings. Anyway, I don't mean to get off track. This is still, after all, a tutorial called compression. I just think it's important for all music artists, or even regular artists, to be in touch with their stress levels and emotions, and find ways to balance them. Sometimes volcanoes don't explode for many years, and then when they do, it can be a problem. Would you rather be a dormant but dangerous volcano, or more like a geyser with a highly predictable geothermal feature? I'm not saying that you necessarily need to filter your emotional resonance. I don't know you, because I'm just a TV show and you are a real person watching it. I'm just here to provide information, and you can do with it what you'd like. This is true not just for music information, but all information, including arts, sports, and politics. You can believe and do whatever you want, but take care to consider the consequences that an agency may compress upon you. Anyway, so when I use compression in Logic, I recommend using the red one, setting both the threshold and ratio way up, leaving the makeup off, add a soft distortion for some warmth in your signal flow, adjust the mix to input so that it hears the audio waves being put in to the compressor, and finally, adjusting the output gain until we hit the top. You hear how much louder it is? This is why many commercial composers compress their music. Thanks for watching. I think you ought to like, subscribe, visit, and watch again when I gleefully address audio. I think you ought to like, subscribe, visit, and watch again when I gleefully address audio glitches.